All right, hello everyone. DSP here. Tonight is Friday, April 10th, 2015, and welcome to the Weekend Review, where I'm going to walk you through all the stuff that I did this past week, just in case you are coming up on the weekend and you finally have a chance to watch some gameplay and or some of my vlogging materials from this week, and you want to know what's new and what you should be checking out, okay? So first of all, here on DSP Gaming, it's been a busy week. Back on Sunday night, I actually released my best and worst of March 2015 montage, where I put together tons of stuff from all of my favorite playthroughs of the month, some funny, great stuff in there. Got massive positive feedback, and in fact, this montage in particular, in 4 days, if you look down here, has actually beat out the amount of views. Wait a minute. There you go. It beat out the amount of views that the best of February montage got. So it really caught on in 4 days, topping the amount of views this one got in a month. People are giving me lots of positive feedback, saying they like the fact that I reduced the time frame. It's much faster paced, and it's a lot more funny than last month. So please check that out. Playthrough-wise, what did I do this week? Well, back on Saturday, I did a stream of Minecraft multiplayer with my viewers and fans on my fan server, thekingofhate.com. They've been building cool things on there for about a week and a half, and I checked all that out in person. Plus, we checked out the end of Minecraft as well as the Nether, which I had never been to. So you can check that out if you're interested. It's basically going to be my final Minecraft content for the foreseeable future, because at this point I've seen most of the game, and I'm Minecraft out at this point. Let's put it that way. I began a playthrough of Shin Megami Tensei Persona 4, and a lot of people aren't aware of this because this was supposed to be just a series that I was going to do once a week, but I got overwhelming viewer feedback saying, Phil, please continue. Make this a playthrough from April. We're loving your playthrough so far, and so I have, and I hope that you guys will check it out. Even if it's not your cup of tea, maybe it'll be entertaining to you, okay? It is going to be continuing for the rest of April. And then I played and completed Bloodborne, ladies and gentlemen. That is right. After almost 3 weeks, I finally completed Bloodborne tonight, actually. I did do my best. I got to the very end of the game. I did all the optional stuff and was about to unlock the secret ending of the game. But then for about 1 to 2 days, I went on a little detour where I went to try to do the optional Chalice dungeons. So there's about 6 hours of gameplay of the Chalice dungeons in there. Unfortunately, the Chalice dungeons are something that if you really, really, really like the game and want to put a ridiculous amount of grinding style additional gameplay into the game, you could unlock a super secret boss, which is what I was trying to do. Unfortunately, tonight, I realized I just would have to do off-camera grinding in order to do that, and I just don't want to do that anymore. Therefore, I said, sorry, I can't beat There was one boss in particular, insta-killed me every time it hit me. I said, that's it. You know, that's it. I have other things to move on to, and I've been playing Bloodborne for 3 weeks. As much as I like it, it's not of me to spend another 10 to 12 hours grinding to try to get through this one optional boss in the game, okay? So anyway, I completed the Bloodborne playthrough tonight. I fought the final 2 bosses of the game and got the secret ending. So that's actually, it's uploading right now, so it will be live shortly. And by the time you watch this video, it probably is live in DSP Gaming, and it's in this playlist. So check out the conclusion to that really freaking long playthrough. All right. Now over on the King of Hate vlogs, what did we have this week? Well, we had a new DSP Tries It where I tried out the entire crispy chicken menu of Taco Bell. That was a pretty good DSP Tries It, pretty cumulative, pretty covering a lot of stuff. In the weekend preview, I talked about everything this week, duh. I think I got more views this week because I was wearing the stupid Sonic hat. I bought a new microphone this week because we hit all of our Patreon goals for the month of March. I was able to buy a new microphone, and I actually did a quick unboxing video of the microphone kit that I purchased this week, and that went up. And then yesterday, Hate Live. It was a great episode. It was the first episode that I had done of my podcast in 2 months. We covered a ridiculous amount of topics, including myself, what I've been up to, all the gameplay I've been doing, Patreon, and how that's going to affect things changing in the future, my plans for the rest of this month heading into May. We also discussed gaming news, and there were 6 huge gaming news stories that I covered. Some were controversial, Nintendo, Angry Joe, Don Matrick, Lego Dimensions, controversy with Polygon yet again, all kinds of stuff going on with gaming news that you're definitely going to want to check that out. And there was a back in the day segment. Unfortunately, it got cut a little short because I ran out of time, but it is going to continue on the next podcast that I do. It was about my time working at Circuit City when I actually was employed by this company called Circuit City. So it was a great podcast. The one thing that ended up screwing up, though, Unfortunately, it was the first time that I tried to do this podcast in my new capture software. Okay, and when I tried to do that, not my new capture software, OBS, which is what I use everything with now. With my new mic, I'm trying to use this OBS program to do everything. I screwed up and I accidentally closed OBS before the podcast had processed, and it corrupted the file. So I actually had to use the raw stream. That's what you see here. This is the raw stream, which is why it says it's 2 hours and 43 minutes long. It's not. You can actually skip the first I think it's like the first 35 to 40 minutes to get to the real podcast, because the first, it was the intro where I'm loading, getting the stream ready. There's dead air for like 25 minutes. And there's the pre-stream where I'm getting people pumped up for the podcast. It's just me blabbing. It really has nothing to do with the podcast. So I put very detailed timestamps in the description of that video. So if you are going to watch it, I strongly recommend you read the description, use the timestamps to skim around and skip the dead air at the beginning of the podcast. But so far, so good. In fact, if I actually refresh here, 8,308 views and climbing within 24 hours. So it's very popular. People are enjoying the podcast, and I hope that you guys do too. I hope you'll check it out. 8,000 views in 24 hours. Obviously, people are liking it, right? So that is it. That is what you missed this week. So you might say to yourself, so what's coming up this weekend? This weekend, gameplay-wise, is basically a marathon of Persona 4. For some of you, that might be incredibly boring, and you might say, I don't like JRPGs. Phil's playing Persona 4. This is going to be boring. I understand that. I didn't plan on beating Bloodborne as early as I did, but I did. And it's just kind of an audible, a last-minute switch, okay? So gameplay-wise, all you're going to see this weekend is Persona 4, but keep in mind this Tuesday, huge coverage of Mortal Kombat 10. I'm going to be playing the living hell out of that game. So even if you're bored this weekend with Persona 4, you can still check out the end of Bloodborne, and you can check out Mortal Kombat 10 starting this Tuesday, all right? In addition, I am going to be reviewing Bloodborne. I'm going to work on it some Sunday night, but probably finish it up and release it Monday night. So the review of Bloodborne will be released Monday night. And in addition to all of that, I'm going to do a walkthrough of my office now that I have the new audio set up with this new microphone, to show you guys exactly what it looks like, how different it's become since I used to do this kind of stuff. And that is going to take place on Saturday. So Saturday over here again on the King of Hate Vlogs, you will see a special vlog, me walking through my office, showing you my new audio setup, my new microphone, and explaining how some other changes will be taking place hopefully by the end of this month as well. All right. So that is it for the weekend review. I know it was a little bit longer this week. Thanks for bearing with me. And I hope to see you this weekend for Persona 4 for the Bloodborne review, and this coming week for Mortal Kombat 10. I'm excited. I hope you are too. I'll see you then. Have a good weekend. I'm DSP signing off. Peace out.